We begin tonight with a News 12 exclusive as hundreds of Plainfield residents forced out of their apartments. One of the owners of the condemned building is talking only with News 12 New Jersey tonight. Our Eliezer Marte cornered that owner when he returned to the building today. News 12 was the first to bring you this story last night. Eli joins us live with more from that interview tonight. Eli?
Kurt, and one of the owners had no choice but to answer questions that tenants have been asking all day, or better said, since yesterday when they received that notice that they had to leave this building. They have 3 days to pack everything up and leave, but as of right now, immediately, they cannot sleep over their apartments. These tenants here, they just finished doing what they tell me they know how to do best, and that is to pray, because they feel hopeless. Whether in trucks or on their feet. Residents at 501 West 7th Street are moving out of their apartments. This after the city of Plainfield condemned this building and the one next to it yesterday afternoon.
I'm asking you! Everybody get back up!
Earlier today, a chaotic situation outside of the property when angry tenants were shouting at one of the landlords, demanding him to take full responsibility of the 235 violations that were given to the building. The fourth-floor building is owned by Charles Airy and Aaron Ekron. Leaks and mold were some of the issues found following an inspection. Where do you live? Do you live in a situation like these tenants are living in? Is that the same situation at home for you? We confronted Airy inside. Over 200 violations. Why haven't you guys done anything with the violations?
So, again, I want to make my comment later. I'll have something by tonight.
What's prevented you and your company from having a resolution, from fixing the violations in this building? There's over 80 families in these two buildings.
I understand.
And this is not the first building or the second here in the city of Plainfield. Why?
I understand. I feel terrible.
We have over 500 pilots here today on their day off to kind of demonstrate how important it is for us to get a contract. We're over 5 years out of date, 10 years on an existing contract, and it's time for that to end. Mr. Kirby had said that he'd get a contract in 2 weeks. It's been 5 years. We wanted to show how serious we are about making sure this gets done. It's my understanding talks are bogged down on quality of life issues, and that's what this is really about. I get 6 days a month that I can plan my life around. Try a doctor's appointment, try getting your son's t-ball game on 6 days a month. You just can't do it.
The casket of Mark Batista, draped in a flag, was carried out of a funeral home in Fairlawn following the service. His wife, Lennon, could be seen following behind. Once the firefighter was hoisted onto a fire truck, Lennon was then given her husband's helmet. She accepted the helmet with their daughter, Leanne, by her side. From there, the family and firefighters alike traveled along Saddle River Road to begin a journey to the cemetery. Some of those who attended are friends of Lennon's. They told us it was an intimate service and that they were there to help this mother of three to heal.
He was amazing. He was amazing. He was a very, very good husband. And always we can remember it was Lenny was always next to him. In this moment, it's very difficult to her. Now we need to support her.
Come on. This was the very moment when Gerard Andrews tried to lead us into the building and was stopped by a maintenance man.
They're going to my apartment. Go ahead. They're going to my apartment.
Gerard Andrews reached out to News 12 New Jersey about the building he's lived in since the late 90s. He says the building is riddled with issues from infestation to now structural issues.
You have the apartments separating, the building is shifting. They have a hole in the basement that's causing the building to shift.
Right now, there's no confirmation from WT Apartments LLC, who runs this complex, that there is in fact a sinkhole under the building. But take a look at some of what we saw today. Noticeable separation between the walls and the ceiling in some spots. The floors are noticeably sunken in some apartments. And while we were inside the building, we could feel the building shaking.